Have you ever walked past a rose and stopped in your tracks because the fragrance was so strong, so sweet, and so beautiful that it almost did not seem real? Today, we are counting down the top 5 most fragrant rose varieties in the world. The roses known for powerful perfume, unforgettable blooms, and that classic garden fragrance people dream about. And I am saving the most iconic old fashioned fragrant rose for number one. Because here is the truth, not all roses smell the same. Some roses have a soft, fruity scent, some smell spicy, some smell like honey, citrus, tea, or cloves, and some have that deep, old fashioned rose perfume that makes you feel like you just stepped into a cottage garden in full bloom. But here is the problem. A lot of modern roses are bred mostly for color, shape, and long vase life, and many of them have very little fragrance. So today we are talking about the roses that gardeners all over the world grow not just for beauty, but for scent. So let's grow by zone. Roses can grow in many different USDA zones, but most popular garden roses grow best in zones 5 through 9. Some roses can survive colder zones with winter protection, while others can handle warmer climates if they have good airflow, deep watering, and protection from extreme afternoon heat. Roses are one of the oldest and most beloved flowers in the world. They are believed to have originated across parts of Asia, Europe, North America, and North Africa, with many ancient wild rose species coming from Asia. For thousands of years, roses have been grown for beauty, fragrance, medicine, perfume, ceremonies, and gardens. Ancient cultures treasured roses so much that they became symbols of love, luxury, secrecy, beauty, and even royalty. The word rose is believed to come through Old English and Latin from the Latin word rosa, which was also connected to earlier Greek and ancient language roots. Over time, rosa became the word we recognize today as rose. And when it comes to fragrance, roses are truly special because their scent can vary so much from one variety to another. A rose may smell sweet, fruity, spicy, musky, citrusy, or rich and old fashioned. That is why choosing a fragrant rose is not just about picking the prettiest bloom. It is about choosing the experience you want in your garden. In this section, we're going to cover how to plant roses, what roses love, what roses hate, how to harvest them, and how to store cut roses so you can enjoy their fragrance even longer. When planting your rose, choose a location that receives at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. Morning sun is especially helpful because it dries the leaves early and helps reduce disease problems. Roses also need good airflow and soil that drains well because they do not like sitting in soggy ground. If your soil is heavy clay, mix in compost or organic matter before planting. This helps loosen the soil, improve drainage, and gives the roots a healthier place to grow. Dig a hole wider than the root ball so the roots have room to spread. Place the rose in the hole at the correct depth, then backfill with soil and water deeply. If you are in a colder zone, the graft union may need to sit slightly below the soil line to help protect it during winter. In warmer zones, it is often planted at or slightly above soil level. After planting, add mulch around the base of the rose, but do not pile mulch directly against the stems. Mulch helps hold moisture, keeps the roots cooler, and reduces weeds. Now let's talk about what roses love. Roses love full sun, rich soil, steady moisture, airflow, and regular feeding during the growing season. They also love deep watering. Instead of giving roses a quick sprinkle every day, water deeply at the base of the plant. This encourages the roots to grow deeper and helps the plant become stronger over time. Roses also love being pruned. Pruning removes dead, weak, or crowded stems and helps shape the plant. It also improves airflow, which is very important for preventing disease. Now, let's talk about what can cause roses to struggle. Roses do best when they have good airflow, dry leaves, proper spacing, well draining soil, and consistent watering. One of the biggest beginner mistakes is planting roses too close together. They may look beautiful at first, but crowded roses are much more likely to develop problems like black spot, powdery mildew, and pest pressure. Another mistake is watering from above late in the day. When rose leaves stay wet overnight, disease issues can spread faster. So, whenever possible, water the soil, not the leaves. Roses also do not like being ignored during hot, dry weather. If they dry out too much, they may drop leaves, produce fewer blooms, or become stressed and more vulnerable to pests. Now, when it comes to harvesting roses, timing matters. The best time to cut roses is in the early morning when the plant is hydrated and the temperatures are cooler. Choose blooms that are just beginning to open, especially if you want them to last longer in a vase. Use clean, sharp pruners and cut the stem at an angle. Remove any leaves that would sit below the water line because those leaves can rot and make the water cloudy. After cutting, place the stems in clean water as soon as possible. To store cut roses, keep them in a cool place away from direct sunlight, heat, and fruit. Fruit gives off ethylene gas, which can cause flowers to age faster. Change the water every day or two. Trim the stems again if needed, and remove any fading petals or leaves. Now let's talk about the common problems roses can face, because even though roses are beautiful, they can be a little dramatic in the garden if their needs are not met. The good news is that most rose problems can be reduced with the right location, good airflow, proper watering, and regular observation. Some of the most common rose diseases are black spot, powdery mildew, and rust. Black spot can cause dark spots and yellowing leaves. Powdery mildew looks like a white powder on the leaves or buds. Rust can show up as orange or rusty spots, usually on the underside of the leaves. Roses can also attract pests like aphids, Japanese beetles, spider mites, thrips, and sawfly larvae. Aphids usually gather on new growth. Japanese beetles chew the petals and leaves, and spider mites often appear during hot, dry weather. The best natural prevention is simple. Give roses enough space, water at the base, avoid wet leaves overnight, and remove diseased leaves from around the plant. For pests, insecticidal soap or neem oil can help, but always follow the label and avoid spraying during the hottest part of the day. Beneficial insects can also help protect your roses. Ladybugs, lacewings, hoverflies, and parasitic wasps can help control aphids and other soft-bodied pests, while bees and butterflies support a healthier garden. For companion planting, try lavender, catmint, salvia, yarrow, marigolds, alliums, thyme, calendula, or dill near your roses. These plants can attract pollinators, bring in beneficial insects, and help create a more balanced rose garden. Now for the part you came for, the top 5 most fragrant rose varieties in the world, starting with number 5 and working our way to number 1 by fragrance. Number 5 is Mr. Lincoln. Mr. Lincoln is a deep red hybrid tea rose known for its strong classic rose fragrance. It has large velvety blooms and that romantic old-fashioned scent many people expect from a true red rose. If you want a rose that looks dramatic and actually smells incredible, Mr. Lincoln is a beautiful choice. Number 4 is Double Delight. Double Delight is famous for both its color and its fragrance. The blooms are usually creamy white with deep pink to red edges, and the scent is strong, spicy, and sweet. This rose is perfect if you want something eye-catching in the garden that also gives you a powerful fragrance. Number 3 is Fragrant Cloud. With a name like Fragrant Cloud, this rose had to make the list. It has warm coral orange to reddish blooms and a rich, strong perfume that can really stand out in the garden. This is a great rose to plant near a walkway, porch, or sitting area where you can enjoy the scent often. Number 2 is Madame Isaac Pereire. This old bourbon rose is often praised as one of the most fragrant roses ever grown. The blooms are large, full, and usually deep pink to rich magenta. Its fragrance is intense, sweet, and old-fashioned, with a luxurious rose perfume that feels romantic and historic. And number one is Gertrude Jekyll. Gertrude Jekyll is one of the most famous fragrant roses in the world. This David Austin English rose is loved for its rich pink blooms and powerful old rose scent. If you are looking for that true classic, deeply fragrant rose perfume, Gertrude Jekyll is one of the best roses you can grow. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so you do not miss the next Grow by Zone guide. And don't forget to visit our website to download your free one-page rose growing guide so you can keep the top varieties, planting tips, and rose care reminders all in one place. Here on Grow by Zone, we are growing plant by plant, zone by zone, and helping you grow smarter wherever you live.